In this video, I'm going to teach you how to save and transmit and share your portfolio. So I'm going to start by showing you how to save and package your portfolio and export it into a PDF. Then we're going to look at how to condense the PDF and then print the PDF of your portfolio. So once your portfolio is complete or at least ready to be reviewed as a draft, you're going to make sure that you have saved it. And so you go to File, Save. I've already saved it, so mine's gray right now, but yours should be black if you haven't saved recently. And you can also do Control S for save. Then you're going to go down to the bottom and hit this Package button. And all the presets here that are already set for you are fine. You can just leave them there. And then this is going to ask you where you want to save your packaged InDesign template. And it's going to extract as a folder, and you'll see what it looks like in a second. I'm going to go ahead and put mine in Module 6. And so I'm going to hit Package, once again, leaving all the default presets in place. This is to tell you that you need to make sure to make all of the images yours, or at least make sure that you have copyright permission to use them. And this is telling you that there's a text box or two on these pages that are going outside of this pink boundary. Now, it's okay if a text box goes outside the boundary as long as the text is within the boundary, it'll print. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK now, and it's going to package everything that you're seeing. And I'm going to pause while it's doing this. And once the packaging is complete, you will see a folder wherever you have set the packaging to occur. And you will see that the folder is actually named the same as your InDesign document, but it says folder at the end. And when you double click in here, this is really great. It's got the copy of the fonts all in here that tells you all the fonts that you've used. There's a folder with all of the linked images here, and this is great because that way now you can put this on a flash drive and move it between computers and not have to relink. And then if you go back, you've got two files of the two versions of the InDesign file, a markup and the regular. So if you make any changes, you make it to this document. And then you have a PDF version of the portfolio here. And so you can roll through this and you can see all of your pages just to go ahead and check the layout of things and give yourself a critique. For example, you can see that I still have my grid here that can be hidden. You can see this box over here needs to be stretched in just a little bit so that it meets the edges. You can see that there's a couple of maybe slight adjustments that need to be made to make sure that it looks really, really good. But you can see everything here, and it's, as I said, packaged in a way that it can now be sent and moved between flash drives. So the next thing that we're going to do is compress this file so that it's easier to send. And in order to do that, we're going to go here to say reduce file size under the file menu. And it's going to ask us, of course, where do we want to save this? And I'm going to just verify that it's going to go to the right spot. We want to make sure that it's going into Module 6. And I will go ahead and save this in that folder, but I'm going to call this reduced. And so it's going to take a little while to compress and reduce the size. And you can see it went down from 21.66 to 1.59. Now, a file this large would not be able to be transmitted via email, but something under 10 will be. And so that's how we have condensed the PDF. And now we're going to go ahead and print it. So you're going to go to the file menu, and again, this is Adobe Acrobat that it's automatically opened up in. So you're going to go ahead and hit the print button here. You're going to make sure that you select the printer. Now, this is the name of my printer. You can select which pages you want to print, but you can see here it's actually rotated in the incorrect direction. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Landscape. And that way it's going to rotate so that it fits nicely on its sheet. I just want one by one page wide by one page tall. And so you can click through and just see a preview of everything, make sure that it looks right. And as soon as you hit that print button, it's going to come out of your printer. Now, it might come out a little bit slowly because this is kind of a complex file, so it may take it a little while to get started. So don't print it a bunch of times, otherwise you'll jam up your printer. But if you just hit the print button and wait, it should print out each page slowly but surely. And that is how you save and package your portfolio into its own file on your computer. You then, as a part of that packaging, it exports to a PDF, which you can then condense and then print or transmit very easily.